Hello, this is Treya, and welcome to the Real Estate Apostle channel. I am passionate about helping middle-aged adults like myself overcome the fear of leaving behind the comfort of your six-figure job. All right, just give me a second to set up here. I can give y'all this here great content. Yeah. All right, so thank you. Again, I am Treya, and welcome to the Real Estate Apostle channel. And I'm passionate about helping middle-aged adults like myself overcome the fear of leaving behind the comfort of a six-figure job to start a business. The business that I'm talking about today is Turo. To people on a ride-sharing platform. And if those of you who don't know me, my name is, like I said, for those of you who don't know me, I started my journey 2 years ago when I quit my six-figure job to start a business. And along the way, I have had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of knowledge has been gained, and I'm here excited today to bring you the information so you can take it and maybe go further and faster than I have. So, like I said, Turo is this ride-sharing platform. A lot of people liken Turo to the Airbnb for vehicles, for cars. Airbnb for cars, this Turo platform. It's new and it is exciting. It's growing pretty fast. And today's question is Turo worth the investment? And for those of you who have been following me, I'd like to thank you so much for following me and also all the support I've been receiving for the last 4 months since I've been doing this Turo and have dedicated this channel to talking about Turo and things like that. Thank you. This ride sharing platform of Turo. So I appreciate all of the new subscribers, and I like to take a time right now to actually shout out a lot of my mastermind members, like such as Nader, who has been supporting me in this channel for a long time. And also the other day, I had an opportunity to drop in on one of my mastermind members, Maggie, the substitute teacher, who has a channel where she does cooking and cooking good food, healthy food, and this alternative stuff, hence the name, the substitute teacher. So it's not what you think, but it's a very, I felt really good over there. It was a great time to go over there and visit with Maggie and get a lot of information. So she's really like a teacher, but I'm teaching you different things on how to substitute foods to have good flavor and also, do the right thing. It's healthy eating and, trying to keep your weight intact and all that good stuff. So again, Turo, for the last more than 90 days, I've been doing this Turo, and I'm excited to bring you guys all this good information about is Turo worth the investment? For those of you who are like me, we are constantly seeking some type of a business opportunity, some type of a side hustle, something that we could do that can get us out of working. Because most of us middle-aged people, been working 20, 30 years and we tired. We tired and we ready, we ready for some freedom, So this is a great opportunity for you to build you something, build some type of a relationship. And what I'm doing here with this Turo is I'm trying to build, not trying, but I am building a community of Turo hosts, also inspiring Turo hosts, and just people who want to get information about Turo. or have been thinking about it, but maybe you're afraid, or there's not enough information out there because it is new. And like I said, there's not a lot of information, especially when you're just getting started. When you get on the platform, you're not dealing with real people. Everything it's pretty much automated, or you're dealing with bots, and it may take a few steps before you're actually able to really talk to a person. So it could be a little intimidating, to say the least, to get started on the Turo. So again, let's go ahead and give some more shout outs. I'd like to give a shout out also to the head of the mastermind, the lead attorney. And if y'all can see in my description here, I have a link, and that's to the YouTube program that he's got, 2 courses. The first one is it's like a beginner's course, but it's still very deep. You're going to get a lot of information, a lot of nuggets for those of you who are interested in starting your YouTube channel, or developing, promoting, reviving your YouTube channel. If it's been sitting around dormant for a while, getting access to this course and this information and actually implement it has done wonders for me and my channel. For those of you who've been following me since before, and you can actually see my growth. I'm actually impressed with my growth too. Just the other day, I was kind of like flipping back and seeing how much development I have received after the tutelage of the lead attorney. So click that link below, and that's my affiliate link, so you can get signed up and start, developing and focusing and preparing for your future. Because this is it's a great opportunity for you to be able to create something and make some money, and also get yourself a head start on your generational wealth your quest for that generational wealth. So again, we're talking about this here, Turo, and I'd like to say, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe, and make sure when you come in, hit the like button. Give me a like button and say hey in chat would be really nice. So today is kind of a follow-up. What did I do that? I got some stuff there. Did I just do that? Oh, that's my. I'm sorry, wasn't aware that I had added this. That's my affiliate link for the Teachables course for the lead attorney. Click this link. There's 2 courses actually. There's the part 2, which I just purchased, and I'm going to recommend, like, if you go do the first one first, and really need both of them, but yeah, it's really deep. The second one is it's really advanced. I didn't get it originally. It just come out maybe a couple of weeks ago. It's pretty still new to the market, and I wasn't thinking that I was going to get it because I just got the other one, I think like maybe in August or something like that. August, yeah, the middle end part of August, when I purchased the first one. And I felt like I was still implementing some of the things. I was still going back, listening. I was still getting, gleaning from it. And I could hear in the voices of the other masterminders who had took the second course, and I was knowing that it was definitely some value in there that I could get out of it too. And it's amazing. It is really amazing. So that's there for you right there. He's a great teacher too. He's an excellent teacher, professor, the lead attorney. He's a great teacher. So there we go for that Teachables course there. And it's really deep. It's deep. And it's excellent. Can't say enough about the lead attorney, which leads me back to what I was talking about just even yesterday. After taking some of the second course, it kind of opened my eye to focus more on a 5-year plan and what I'm going to do here. And it made me change my focus for this here Turo business and come up with some more goals. It seems like it's, been pretty recent, but it's been, this 4 months now. Yeah. 4 months. Exactly. I finished up the 4 months, and I've got some information and some foresight, some insight on it. And my plan is to put together a course so I can teach it to the middle-aged people like myself that so you can get the courage to be able to leave your six-figure job to start your business. And that's my goal. It's been my passion to want to help people. Again, like I've been doing this for the last 4 months. I did quit my job. However, with this system, with the Turo, it could no. I think you really do need to be be available. And like I said before, I did kind of create a job for myself to be able to give myself the courage to leave behind work after I had kind of created the safety of a job. We have to wean ourselves off of the world, if I had a better way to say it. But sometimes we have to kind of detox from all of the programming and the brainwashing that we have been subjected to. This may be a little bit busy, so let's see. Let's take off that. There we go. That's better. To recondition ourselves, to reprogram ourselves to be able to actually implement some of these things that we're doing here. Okay, so that's nothing there. But so is Turo worth it? Is the question. So if y'all know that I started off in June, and I'm thinking that Turo is definitely a great investment. And the reason why I want to say it is, and I know that last week or maybe the week or so before, I was feeling like it really wasn't. And I want to remind myself and others too, it's the same way if you got off into real estate, that eventually you are going to roll the dice and crap out and get that one renter who you'll need to evict, who will trash your place or something like that. So there's nothing different as far as, this same thing happening in the car rental world, because the people that do that are the people that do that, like, right? So those people are out there, and there's really nothing that you can do to prevent it from happening to you. Yes, there are things that you can do to help decrease the chances of it, like being vigilant and making sure that you don't rent your car out to people that's not following the rules. Like I was mentioning, the one guest that tried to get the car without verifying their driver's license. So there's steps that you could take to help lessen the chance of you running into that type of guest. But for to be honest, there's really nothing you can do. It's those things happen. Like, you're not going to meet anybody who's in real estate and have rental properties that never had to evict anybody, that never had the tenant that, left the place nasty, or, that didn't clean up or something like that. So those kind of things happen. The people out there that do that are the people that are out there that do that. Excuse me for one moment while I wet my whistle. Ooh. All right, cool. Excuse me. So I'm still excited about Turo, even with the ups and downs. What I did discover is that I definitely want to package this into something I can coach and a teachable course to be able to help people to get started with this. And that way I'm scaling it up, and I'm getting away from all of the work, like the actual job part of it. I'm not actually working the business. I could, actually get it set up to sell it to, to someone to have a business. Like I said, this is definitely a cool side hustle. And again, you want to make sure that you always focus on getting multiple streams of income, because when something goes wrong in one stream, you have others. So you're not stressed out or worried and start to, develop anxiety and things like that by focusing on the negative things that are happening. When you have other streams, then when one of the stream gets a kink in it, or it's clogged up, or something's going on with it, it's not really a big deal, because you have other multiple spigots around that you could tap to be able to get some resources, get some income. Excuse me. I'm not trying to flash anybody here. I kind of, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. I wasn't trying to flash. It just happened. But anyway, so back to the Turo thing. Again, I do believe that it's definitely worth the investment. However, you really need to make sure that you have your ducks in a row and you understand what your target money is in order to be able to make a profit and stuff like that. And some of the pros and cons and what type of cars to get. From what I've seen, because I do go around and look at other Turo hosts channels and kind of see what they're saying. And I noticed that most of us have the same complaints or have run into the same customer, the customer that comes back late in your car, the customer that, gets tickets and, or, trashes your car, doesn't clean it or crashes your car. These things happen. And, these things happen. So along the way, what I have learned is that most of the people that had the high end cars was really saying that the best way to go would be to get the economy cars, so you're not in such a bad way when something happens to your exotic car, to your nice car. I was watching someone's video just today, and they had a Mercedes Benz. This was a different Mercedes Benz, but this person also had a Mercedes Benz, and the person came with scrapes and scratches on it, and they had an insurance. I mean, an estimate that Turo only paid like pennies on the dollar for what they were, supposed to get back on it. And, the person, of course, left the platform. I understand it too, because I know when I felt, that I didn't get something, a claim covered or something like that, I wanted to take my cars off the platform too, because I felt that Turo was more focused towards the guests. They were more partial towards the guests and not so much for the host, which I, really didn't think was a fair thing. It didn't make me happy to know that I was, putting up all the risk, and, Turo was like, oh, okay, whatever the guest says goes. Okay, we have a comment here from Nerda. Says, okay, Nerda says, hit the like button on your way in. Thank you very much, Nerda. I was trying to remind the people of that too, and it looks like folks is listening. Thank you very much for your encouragement, Nerda. Again, Nerda has a channel, and she's starting to really put up some talking about some pretty interesting topics here too. I was leaving a comment on her channel a little bit earlier where she had a real powerful question. You want to put that question in the chat here, Netter, and see how folks is feeling about it. Feel free to speak up. I'm just excited really to still be here, because a couple weeks ago, like I said, I really felt like I was done. I felt I was done with Turo, especially after the weed thing. That really, y'all, that got me. That got me really, that really got me. And then it was like right after that, the cigarette car came back with the 3-star review. It was like that whole week, everything possible, that could happen was happening. And I know, like, a lot of times when we start getting faced with adversities or we start having these challenges, we sometimes will feel like you just want to give up. Like, okay, just give up, run back to the safety of a job, as opposed to kind of push through or see what it is that you need to do to get through, push forward. And once you get past that little hump, it's like putting it in fifth gear, and you get to, you good now. Even if back in the day you put it in fourth gear. But anyway, once you get it off into that right gear and things are going smooth, you good. The thing is to stay focused and stay focused until it actually happens. And see here, Nader has said, is Turo worth the investment? So I'm going to say, yes, it is worth the investment. It's worth the investment because is an investment and it does, make some money. However, there are some parts about it that could be frustrating. I believe that it's no different from the same thing that turns off people from investing in real estate and not wanting to be a landlord, because when you have the tenant that you have to evict and you hear the horror stories about how people trash your house and those kind of things, it makes you see how people want to get out of the real estate business because they don't want to be a landlord and have to deal with those problems. The only thing is that in any business is going to be problems. There's no such thing as a perfect business. There's no such thing as the total, it's not going to work like that. There's things that need to be done, and there's risk in every business. Otherwise, everybody would have a successful business. So you have to be willing to get through the risk, and have the confidence that you're going to be able to get through it, and do your research to find out what you can do to decrease your risk. So that's how you're able to stay in the game. And that's the difference, because people are going to come back late with your car. People are going to smoke in your car. And that's why it's important to do your research and get the ozone machine. And you have to, if the cigarette smoke is in there, you may have to put that ozone machine in there for a couple of hours in order to in order to get it going. Okay, well, thank you very much. Yeah, so if feel free, your support goes to supporting this here channel and helping to come up with the course and all that good stuff. I'm going to be doing that hopefully on the Patreon platform, which I have put together a Patreon channel. I just haven't really, I did launch it. I just haven't figured out what all the bells and whistles do just yet. And so I'm a work in progress, like I said. And for the last few days after I purchased that course, I really put a lot of energy off into this YouTube because of the very valuable information that I got from it. Go on there. That's what I'm saying. She's putting it out there and talking about it. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for doing that. And so yes, Turo, is it worth it? Yeah. So again, here we go with the combination thing here. So I'm going to put that course together to be able to teach people how to start your fleet on the Turo platform and get 7 to 10 cars in 6 months and have a successful business, a business that you can see your plan working out. You see these deposits going in, you see money being made, and you actually working and running your business. So I'm just excited about that because I do believe that Turo is worth it. And after last week with all the things that happened, it just to let me know, it actually really pushed me to be more entrepreneurial mindset with it by thinking about how I could relieve myself from having to clean these cars and stuff like that, So by having the course and actually coaching and teaching other middle-aged people like myself how to overcome the fear of leaving behind the comfort of your six-figure job to start your business, this will definitely be one way to do that. So I'm feeling that within the next 2 months after I've done 6 months, then I could start working on it by putting things together. And I want to say that some of the things that I've had to go through recently this month was trying to put together all of the financials and stuff like that for all of these cars. And I'm not gonna lie, I did get misplaced with like two of the cars. I didn't know who the finance people were. I've been moving around a lot of things in the office, so a few envelopes got mixed up somewhere, and I didn't know who the people were. Anyway, I did find it, and everything's all squared away. All that to say is that it's important to stay organized with everything. And what I'm doing, I'm getting ready to do, is I want to have like a folder for each car, and that way each car can have its own little packet where it's its own project, and I know exactly what each car needs to produce income needs to come in for the outgo to it, and have a very strong idea of what the profit is, because I know exactly, right down to the penny. And that's the plan. That's what I'm going to show you. The other thing I'm going to be doing on there is showing you how to actually work the business. Like now I'm just kind of talking to you, telling you about my day, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to redo the garage, the cleaning area, and all that kind of stuff, and different products that you'll need to. I'm really sorry. I kind of knew I shouldn't have worded sure. I should have changed it because of this whole little slipping off the shoulders thing. Beg your pardon. But I'm going to show you how I organize the cleaning of the cars, and the picking up and all that kind of stuff, because it's definitely takes a plan. Let's see here. What is that? Sounds like a great plan. Thank you, Nerda. And I really have the lead attorney to our masterminder to thank for this plan, because right off, the front part of this new course is really kind of really encouraging you and pressing you down to really come up with the plan, to like really think about this, and a lot of times we kind of hang out in the present. We try to get away from the past, but we still stay stuck in this here present moment and not really project and do things that's going to help develop our future. So you want to do things today that's going to help set you up to have a nice future. And that's what I'm doing here. And I'm grateful because, like I said, I really was trying to, my exit strategy really was thinking, I'm just going to sell this business and get out. Like, this is not for me. And it really was because it was just one dirty car too many and one inconsiderate guest too many. And there I was, ready to throw in a towel. But, this is not for the faint at heart. You really have to have some tough skin. And I have to go back to the first video that I put out about the Turo, as far as like, you can't be emotionally attached to these cars. You really can't, because otherwise you'll be quitting every week. Every week when somebody brings the car back late, every week when somebody doesn't fill it back up with the gas. Like just the other day, I had a guest. I'm getting up to so many trips now. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of the guests. So I really, don't really remember. This guest didn't fill the car up with gas. So I had sent an invoice, and since it doesn't come back right away, sometimes it may take Turo, they have so many days, whatever like that. So in the meantime, if I've submitted like 3 invoices, I'm not necessarily remembering who the person was, because I'm like already on to the next guest. Sometimes it's moving so fast, you really don't have the time to think about who did what or what, so you kind of keep up with it by looking at your calendar and, all those kind of things. So this particular guest, I guess after Turo maybe, debited his account or whatever, he sends me a text message through the app, the Turo app feed, saying that he's just giving me a 5-star review and, to resend him the invoice. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't even remember you. So this was like a while back. So I go ahead and click on it. I discover that he's the guest that I had to spend $39 to fill the tank up. So, I didn't even know. But anyway, at that point, there's nothing else I could do. I've already sent out the invoice, and it's in Turo's hands. So you can't go back and recharge him something. But all that to say is that, these people know when they, he knew he didn't fill the car up. So I don't know if he was trying to dispute it or whatever like that. But I don't know. I just, I didn't even respond to it because there was nothing I could do about it. It was already approved from Turo. But anyway, all that to say is that when these things happen, these are the things that make you want to just give up and, throw the towel in. And this, like I said, it was running through my mind. It really was, because I just couldn't believe. I was like, dang, in the last 4 months, all this stuff happening. And every time, I can't even have a month one month where all other cars are on the platform. It's always something like, this one's had an accident. This one, some freaky crap happened with the light. It's backing up now. But however, it was one point where there was like 3 cars, in the shop, not in the circulation and stuff like that. So these things, a political call, and I'm not going to take it because I don't want to take a political call. I'm doing live right now, so I'm just going to say no, thank you. But all this to say, let's see what it in there to say. Okay, thank you very much. She's welcoming to the chat. All the new people coming in here, welcome to the chat. Hit the like button on your way in here too. And thank you, Narrative, for keeping up with the people and making them feel welcome. This here is the Real Estate Apostle channel, where I'm passionate about helping middle-aged adults like myself overcome the fear of leaving behind your 6-figure job or any type of job to start a business. And the business that we're talking about now is Turo. And for those of you guys who do know me and been following me for a while, y'all know that I'm also a real estate agent who wants to be more of a real estate investor and got off into this Turo business to develop a stream of income. And today I want to tell you that Turo is definitely worth it. And I believe it's probably going to be an expiration date on it because pretty soon it's going to start to get more and more saturated. So right now is an ideal time to get started on it before it gets too saturated and stuff like that. But right now, I think it's pretty good, especially where I'm here in this little small town, Montgomery, Alabama, where there's only 33 cars on the platform. Anyway, that number kind of changes from 1 or 2 each day, depending on what's going on. But I started 4 months ago, and at that time, there were only 23 cars on the platform, and I had 3. Then in September, I added 5 more after my first accident. I got my cherry popped in September, and that kind of pushed me to really go a little bit bigger, where I added 5 more cars. And then that's when I really started hopping. I was working my butt off with some 8-hour days when I had to do all the washing and prepping the detailing of the cars and getting them back out there. All in the meantime, still running the administration part of it and all that good stuff. Let's see here. Narrative says more situations and more copycats. Oh, more saturation. I'm sorry. Yes, more saturation and more copycats. I agree. And that's why I'm going to be able to tell you how to be able to look at the market in your area so you'll know exactly what cars to get and exactly what cars not to get. Because the nightmare that I know that a lot of people have is to actually get a vehicle and it doesn't rent out. That's one. And another one is to get a vehicle and somebody trashes it. Somebody tears it up or, trashes it up, makes spills and all that kind of stuff. Which is why the last 2 weeks I was like, I'm out of here, because it was like every car kept coming back with just stains and spills, and I just couldn't imagine. Like, I was like, I don't ever remember spilling so much stuff in the car or making, even when I've gone on vacation and rented a car, like, I don't remember spilling coffee all over everything. I don't remember, I don't remember any of that stuff. I don't remember that being part of the thing. So, it could feel a little offensive when, that kind of stuff is happening. But, it's part of the business. And y'all remember, first 3 months I was in love with it. That's all I could do was I loved washing the cars. I was so happy to wash the cars and all that stuff. Oh my goodness. I was so happy to wash the cars and all that stuff. Did I just lose weight or what the hell is going on here? I was happy to do it. I was happy to do it because I took pride in it and all that good stuff. But let two, three cars come back to back. That's just in, some serious condition, like the one with the coconut oil and the weed and all of that stuff in there. Then all of a sudden, when you do get the person that, had all the McDonald's and all that stuff in there, it just seems even more extra. And then they didn't fill up the car too. And all these different things could be very impactful, where you start feeling like this ain't for me. This business is, it's not the thing. But all that to say is that, it's a business, and with any business, like I've said before, it's going to be risk. So again, I'm excited about putting together this whole exit strategy with the course, and I'm able to be able to help other people to, get started off into this Turo business. And I could show you how I've been running it for the last 4 months, and how, it's turning a profit. And also I'm building equity in my business. It's starting to, I'm sure my business checking is happy that finally it's, working, where I'm having some consistent payments being deposited, having some consistent deposits. And it's looking really good for my business. And that was one of the most important things for me, was to actually, start generating income with the business. And that's exactly what's happening. And I can't be more excited about that. And also that it's opened up for me to branch off to another stream of income, to actually put this YouTube, together, really putting some more energy off into this YouTube, as treating it like a business and not just a platform for me to run my mouth, but more, for business. And actually, again, always with the thoughts of wanting to help other people. And we do talk about other things on this platform too. People have questions about all kind of stuff. But the great thing is that Turo is, it's a reachable goal. It's not like you need a ton of money to get started. We're talking about starting a business, with $10,000, or less, to just get started, as far as like being able to purchase cars and getting them on the platform, which is a lot easier than having to come up with tens of thousands of dollars to buy property to put off on like the Airbnb platform. Another water break, please. Ooh, okay, yes. And being able to get started with a minimum startup cost, which is, always a great thing, because when you are taking this risk in the businesses and things like that, when you are putting a lot of capital up front, when these things happen, like this would have been way more devastating if I had, put a lot of money off into maybe getting like a duplex or something, and then, having to try to evict somebody, or if I'm doing Airbnb and somebody trashed the space, or your housekeeper didn't show up or something like that, and it's up to you to have to do it. So the thing is too, is what I was mentioning, is that you want to make sure that it is some work that you wouldn't have a problem doing if and when, somebody didn't show up. How likely is it, are you to be able to do that? Because again, it's your name on the line. When the person left the 3 stars for the smoke, you know, it's still my name on the line. So if I were, if a car comes back in bad shape, I really have to, just dig dig in and really just start trying to, get the work done. They have to be cleaned, and you have to do all those things. So I'm just excited to know that it was just a stage, and it actually made me think about what I can do to make the experience better for the guests. Like, one of the things that I found that I could have done was to reach back out to the guests, since they had the car for, more than 5 weeks, to let me come put the ozone machine in it again. I didn't check up on the guest anymore after that too. Once the car was out, I was see ya, which, I really would like to be that way. I don't want to have to. I don't want to be that host that's checking up on you all the time. How's it going? Hey, let the people enjoy the car. Have the freedom. You rent it, you out, have your own fun, good time. However, in hindsight, I do regret that I didn't try to see what I could do to make it better for that guest. Once they had reached out to me in the beginning about the smell of the smoke, like I said, that was my first time. I didn't know anything about it, and I never was with anybody who's like smoked cigarettes in the car or something like that. So I don't know or didn't know like what was really required to be able to get cigarette smoke out of a car, and or how long you need to keep putting that ozone machine in there to actually get it done. And so that was my takeaway from that. And my on hindsight, if that were to happen again in the future, I would offer to detail the car, or meet up with them and put the ozone the machine, maybe while they're at work, something like that, to try to get the 5 stars. However, I'm not going to beat myself up too much over it, because I'm proud that I was able to, actually get all those 5 cars off the ground on the platform, rent it out, and for the most part, being able to give everybody good service and provide good, clean cars and all that good stuff. So one of the pros that I'm going to say that I feel that I have is that, like I said, all my cars are new, so that helps me to be able to stand out. This business right now is not that much competition where I'm at. However, some of the you all out there will be in different cities and states, and we've looked at your states and seen how some of the places are saturated and it's not that much money on the cars. And what I found is that when people are they're not looking at it like, oh, this is a person's car. They're just thinking that, well, I'm just going to rent this car. And sometimes you are thinking that you should get a certain amount of money because this is your car, and this is you're expecting a certain amount. However, if the market is saturated with your your car, and people are gonna look for value. They want to see what they can pay the least amount. People are looking to pay the least. They want to get savings. So you may not get what you want for your car. And if you haven't really done the math or looked at your area, you may not be able to break even or show a profit if you didn't purchase the car at a good value, to where like the second batch of cars that I got better deals on them. I got better interest, and also my payments were lower on 3 of the cars. So I'm able to see more profit on those 3. So that kind of helped, especially this month when 3 of the cars are not they're in the hospital, like they're not generating any money. So that really helped out a lot too. So you have to think about those things, how you buy the cars, like that. Like I told you guys, I did buy my cars in my business name. Oh, and also down in my little description box, I have my Amazon business affiliate link. So if you click that and get you an Amazon business card, it'll be through my little affiliate link. And so I'm gonna, I'm doing all these different things too, to kind of maximize this here channel and what I'm doing with the Turo and stuff, because I don't want to be cleaning these cars for for forever and stuff like that. But I did want to create a job for myself so I could be able to not work a job. But while I was making that plan, best believe that I was always thinking of how I could scale it to where I can be removed from the actual hands-on person, which I'm already starting to get kind of bored with it already and stuff, because it's pretty physical. It's not all that physical, but it's not like I want to do that the whole time, because I like to think and always think about how I could grow. And you can only clean so many cars at a time. So it's really not a scalable thing if you yourself is actually the one doing everything. Narrative says, check the description box. Uh-oh, it is not in there. Let me see. All right, yeah, hopefully I should have, let me see, the description box. Let me see here. Check the description box. Where is my description box? Oh, that's the wrong one. All right, so I'm gonna check the. Oh, you're telling people to check the description box. It's not me. Thank you, Ned. Is that what you're saying? Telling the folks to check the description box. You are so talented. Thank you so much. I'm a little slow, but I did get it. I'm getting it now. Yeah, check the description box for all of my affiliate links. That Amazon business account, which was a lifesaver for me, because when I first got that, I was getting the business credit when I was trying to do the real estate for the Airbnb, and Amazon business card was American Express Amazon card was one of the cards that I got, and I was able to do some things with it. Like, I'm pretty sure I did some things with the card to help out with purchasing these cards, all those purchasing these vehicles with the cards, stuff like that. Let's see. I was telling the chat, yeah, I figured it out. Thank you, Nerda. So talented, so talented. Please, y'all too, go ahead and click on Nerda and check out her spot too. She's a new YouTuber, and I'm real proud of her because I had been encouraging Nair to start this channel for a while, and I'm real proud of her. Of course, again, from the mastermind. After her experience in there, she is, been on fire, really pumping out the stuff and teaching too. She's real technical and a great teacher. She's great, a great teacher. I can vouch for that. She's really helped me out a lot with the tips that she's given me, and I'm able to. I see the the benefits of it too. Like, after taking the class and implementing these things, whenever you do anything, you learn something, you actually implement it. You look at it and see like what's working with it and stuff like that. So I was actually able to take one of her techniques that she taught me, and I implemented, and I actually saw the growth. As y'all can see, some of my shorts are really doing well, and they're starting to, pop. And that's some I can attribute right to Nerda and her tutelage. So thanks again for Nerda for helping out with that kind of stuff. And some of the other things that I'm actually still happy about with the Turo is how they pay, so you're getting paid, right away. Soon as your car's back from a trip, within a day or so, you're going to receive the payment for that. And as far as like a business, it's really not as much hands-on as some of these other businesses could be, because one of the good things is that when the cars are out, you pretty much have the day to yourself. And since I did create a job for myself, it's not like I have freedom of my own time. However, I'm still flexible because I'm not actually working for someone else, and I'm a good boss. I treat myself really well. I'm just joking here, but all that to say is that, like I said, I'm still in the process of making sure that I'm developing this exit strategy in a way that's going to benefit everyone and myself too. You are very welcome, Narrative Sis. Thank you. Very polite too. Your mama taught you some manners, huh? So this here was kind of an impromptu live. Y'all know I usually go Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. However, I have really just been kind of challenging myself to just see what happens if I just kind of pump out content, pump it out, pump it out, pump it out, and see, if this thing is going to work. Not if, but see how it's working. And I want to document it too. I also have another channel that is going to be I'm still kind of putting that together too, and it's actually showing some growth, and I want to document that, so when I also do some promoting for this here teachable course on how to start a YouTube. I could show y'all how I, built up the YouTube channel, and resuscitated this one. Look at me doing CPR. That's me doing the resuscitation of this here channel, which was, on life support and really not doing anything. So I'm just excited because I want y'all to see that, if you really do it, if you build it, it will grow. If you nurture it, it will grow. And if you, really apply, make everything, apply techniques and stuff like that, that you definitely will see some growth. So I think I've kind of done most of all of my little shout outs there. Again, I'm always going to be promoting this here because that's my affiliate link. So if y'all considering it, please click that link here and get it from me, and check out the rest of those links down in the description box. Another important link that you will find there, and I promise I'm not trying to flash out, but another important link that you will find there is my seven-figure link, and they are people that specialize in getting funding for business owners. They give you personal loans to help you start your business, and they also have hookups with people to help you clean up your credit if your credit isn't as what you need. Like if you're not first number don't start with a 7, then you might need to do a little dusting off to get it up there. And then that is also in the description box below here. So I'm just excited and grateful that we're building this here community, and probably we'll see more of y'all out here on, I said I wasn't thinking about the Fridays. If I do something Friday, maybe it'll be a little bit earlier because I don't know. We'll see. But definitely, I'm excited about what I've done this week, and I've been really, really intentional about this whole channel stuff. So I'm excited to be able to have some more content to be bringing y'all. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe, and then tune in on another time when I get back here. And if you have questions about the Turo, please feel free to put them in the comments, and I'll get back to you on those answers. And right now, I'm going to take a little bit of moment because I haven't shown y'all, I haven't shared the screen with you all night. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a peek at, let's see what I can show off on. How about reading off some of these here awesome reviews? Oh, okay, here's something. 20, okay, here we go. I got this, the thing that I'm going to break down a little scenario here. Okay, so I think I may have, I did. I told y'all yesterday there was a guest who did not verify their driver's license, so I had to cancel their trip. So Turo will send this little pre-populated message about, the guest canceled the trip. So I'm going to respond here because the person didn't do it. So I'm gonna let y'all see what it looked like, and then I'm gonna put my little response there. I didn't respond. I canceled it because they didn't verify their driver's license. That's all I'm gonna say about that too. So here we go. Share the screen. Cause how they'll put this out there, and that's why it's very important. You ask the host to go back there and look through your reviews daily and throughout the day, especially if you have trips that come back, because everybody don't respond right away, and then these things pop up and they only give you so much time to respond, and then if you don't respond in time, then the opportunity for you to make a response will disappear. So this here is one of these little pre-populated tests. It says the host canceled this trip 25 minutes before it started. This message was automatically posted by Turo. So here's my response, and I'm going to say that this guest, I need to go over here. This guest never verified their driver's license. Uh-oh, what is wrong with them? And I'm gonna let the thing help me answer in a minute. They never verified their driver's license. Period. Go here and do this little spell check. Fix that up for me there. And there we go. And we put a little extra something on there. And according to, they never verified their driver's license. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. The guests never verified their driver's license and therefore, oh my goodness. All right, they never verified the driver's license. Turo states that the trip is the booking, not even the trip, the booking. We change that. The booking is not complete unless the driver's license is verified. Period. Uh-oh, look at there, still messed up. Period. So that's what I'm gonna say. All right, so, and see, this will make you look bad if when people see that you cancel trips and stuff like that. Like this, 25 minutes, yeah. So you ain't getting in the car if you haven't verified your driver's license. You should have been did that. And it's supposed to be 30 minutes. I should have put a little bit more on there, but I was already struggling because this is so kind of far away. I couldn't really read here. Let's see what I got. Some more stuff over here. From the lead attorney, says salute at the real estate apostle and narrator. All right, he's giving some comfort to the mastermind people up in here. Let's see here. What does here say? Thank you, lead attorney. You see how I'm really shouting out this program here. And that second course, woohoo! That one there is really deep, and I mean, I'm just like amazed at it. I didn't even think you could top the first course. I really didn't. I was like, what is he talking about making a second one? This first one is still like simmering here. This is real good stuff here. And then you come out with the second one, and I'm just like, it's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, this is part of my little pyramid here that I'm building here. And thank you for showing that and sharing your amazing brain. Like, you are really something else. You're very special. When I saw you beating the hell out of them people, playing chess, talking to your subscribers and your channel members and all that stuff, all at the same time, didn't miss a beat. I was like, okay, hats off, and I bow down. Let's see what you say here. Thank you at the real estate apostle. Okay, yeah, I ain't laughing. I was serious. I was really impressed. I was not expecting that, but you're somebody special, and thank you for acknowledging me and for seeing me too. I really appreciate that. Like I always say, you are genuinely you're a good guy, the lead attorney, and fair, and you do a good job at your whole show. I know what you're doing there too. You're the judge and you're the prosecutor and also the defendant attorney. You're really good, really good. I really admire you and everything that you're doing here. Very special person. And what was I saying here? So meanwhile, back at the ranch here, so that's what you need to do to make sure that, because Turo will have you looking bad like that. So let's see here. I got another comment here. Okay, from the lead attorney says, yeah, and good guys finish last. You ain't finishing last. Don't even try. Okay, I see you doing there being humble, but you ain't finishing last, good guy. You first. You the lead. You the lead attorney, so don't even go there. Good guy finished last. No, the good guys is finishing first, and people just now it's been sleeping on you, good guys, all this time. But nah, you ain't finishing last. You up there. You doing your thing. Go ahead on. I'm super ultra proud to and feel very privileged to know you. It's like that. So that's the lead attorney, y'all, that I've been talking about this whole time. That's all I do is talk about the lead attorney and stuff. How he's really just changed me and what I'm doing here with this whole little live setup and stuff like I'm doing, man. It's been amazing. I'm so ultra proud of myself and good guys finished last and just excited about all this little good stuff that I'm doing here. So I showed you guys that stuff on the Turo because recently, I've been having the little situation with the one guest that gave me the 3 stars because of this smoking guests and all that good stuff, and how do you respond to it. The best thing to do is to be upfront and apologetic and explain as much as you can as far as like what you did do to try to remedy the situation, which I felt like I did a lot, and I did handle it to the best of my abilities. So that's that. And then like I was looking for Turo to try to slide that one in there too. And I will definitely make sure that I'm on top of those kind of things like that, because like I said, it looks bad on you when those kind of things happen. So this kind of was like a kind of a popping in the house type of a live for me, because I was just checking out this analytics, and like I was saying before earlier, after starting that second course, I decided I'm going to make a course on how to teach regular people like me, middle-aged people like me, overcome the fear of leaving behind the comfort of your job to start this business. And I'm going to show you how to start your Turo business. I'm going to show you how you manage it as a one woman or one man show. And if that's something you want to do. And then now I have this course that's out there showing other people how to do it. And then I'm able to remove myself from the actual physical work of what I just did by creating this job for myself and stuff like that. But there's still value in this whole Turo, and it's definitely a stream of income. It's a way to build up some assets. And like I said, it's like real estate with these here vehicles here. So thank you guys so much for coming out on this here Thursday night when you guys usually look for me on the Monday, Wednesdays, or Friday nights. And like I said, I'm still kind of playing around with things because it's still pretty much a new channel, even though it's been around for a while. But like I said, I had to do some life support. I was doing chest compressions and epi pushes and all kind of stuff to get the heart rate going again. And I'm just excited. So I want to thank all the new subscribers that have been joining me since August, when I I guess it was July when I reunited when I reunited here with this here channel. And the ones have stuck by me through all these little different changes and stuff like that, while I'm just kind of molding myself and shaping this here channel into what it's going to develop into. So thank you so much for stopping by, lead attorney, and all that good stuff. Let me see what happened if I do. Oh, I didn't do this yet too. So I got some more time. Let me do this. I'm going to drop a link here. So for all those people that I've been visiting your channel, you new Turo hosts, I've been coming around to y'all's channel and, giving the comments and inviting you to come out here and give your testimony. I'm about to drop this link here. All you would do is click it and you come up here and tell the people about, what you've been doing in this Turo, some of the hardships and some of the, issues that you've had. I know some of y'all have had some issues and you talked about it and stuff like that. And why, if you're still, still in it, or if you still think Turo is worth it. And if you still think Turo is worth it and why or why not, or if you have an exit strategy for it. Because when I saw, like I said, I didn't even tell y'all, I'm not sure if I did or not, that they did reimburse me $250 for the smoking fee, when I actually didn't even try to charge for the smoking fee, because on the first one they denied it. So I figured, let me try and be a little clever. I'll charge for a cleaning fee, since I couldn't prove, like, the weed that was in there was unsmoked, so I couldn't prove that they actually smoked in there because it was just weed, right? So I figured definitely I can get you for cleaning up. So after, I guess, they read the details and saw the pictures that I had submitted with all of the weed in the backseat of the car, they escalated it up and actually charged the person for the smoking fee, which they did reimburse me. Because if they didn't, I would have stuck it out, but I would have been really making a lot of threats and about quitting and snatching all of my precious merchandise off of the platform to go someplace else. I think actually one of the Turo hosts actually put a comment in there talking about hire car or something like that. But honestly, when these kind of things happen, the last thing you need to do is to just keep running. Like, you have to settle down and face adversities and just get over them and come up with a solution, which is good, because now that gives me more content for the course that I'm going to put together to be able to teach you how to start a Turo business in your town, which cars to get, which cars not to get, and what to do when these incidents come up, because they will come up. So that's plan. Get back over here. Come back. That is plan for me, is to do that. And that's going to help out some here. So let me see. Do I even need this one up here? Maybe. All right. So all that to say is that did I say everything that I needed to say? I'm pretty sure that I did. So I've showed y'all how these reviews go, the importance of answering and responding to all of the your guest reviews too, because people look at that too, and it makes you look really bad if a person leaves you a really good comment and you don't even say thank you. They leave you a 5-star review and take the time to actually write something, because some people will just click the 5 stars and not even take the time to say anything. And if they just click the 5-star, you won't have an opportunity to respond back, because Turo won't give you opportunity if they just click the 5 stars. But if they engage a comment, then it offers a space for you to give your response. And what I've seen is that when the hosts don't at least acknowledge that, somebody took the time, because you have to take the time to stop to actually, type something or text something in there, and you don't even say thanks for your business or just thanks, something like that. It just looks bad. It makes it look like you don't appreciate your guest. And I don't know. It just looks bad. To me, it looks bad. So at least say thank you, and make people think better of you when they see that you are gracious, and you acknowledge and you appreciate them for taking the time out to say some kind words to you. So again, thank y'all for so much for stopping by. I know I've said that a few times, and this is my way of saying good night, and I will see y'all again on another video. And again, thank you so much for all the new people. It's really, I've been seeing the channel grow. And again, like I said, I'm going to be putting together some stuff on that Patreon to show how the growth of the channel, and the different steps that you'll need to take and do when you get close to getting monetized for your monetization stuff. So again, I'll see y'all in another video. Thanks again. Love you. Peace and love.